What is up, guys? Today we are going to be smashing through a 7-exercise leg workout. We're going to focus on the quads, the calves, and the adductors, and it should take you about 30 to 45 minutes. All right, first exercise, we are going to start out with some leg extensions. So how I like to set these up, I have a bench with a pad on it to give me a little bit more clearance, and I'm using a low anchor point with a 41-inch band. And I'm going to stretch that 41-inch band underneath of my bench and scoot the bench back so I can get myself strapped up. And then I'm using a pair of ankle straps. And all I need to do here is hook my band right up to the ankle straps. And then I'm going to scoot my bench away from the wall to get tension, because I want tension pulling my legs into that full knee flexion position. So I want to make sure I get a lot of tension at the bottom. So I'll keep scooting out here until I get enough tension. And then we're going to be doing 4 sets here, and I want you to do 15, 12, 10, and 8 reps. And then when we're doing this, focus on trying to get your feet kind of as close to the ground and most knee flexion as possible. Hang on to the bench and then push out, fully extend, and then flex those quads. Hold it for 3 seconds at the top, and then let it down nice and slow and controlled, and then just crank through these sets. Remember that 3-second hold at the top, and then control it on the way down. Big squeeze. We're gonna get them muscles warmed up, get some blood squeezed into these quads. And this is just a great exercise. It's really comfortable, and it's smooth. Next exercise, we're gonna be doing front squats. So we're gonna be hitting 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps here. I'm using a clenched foot plate and a single 41-inch band. You don't necessarily need the foot plate, but it does make it a lot more comfortable. We'll start out with a lighter weight, and then every set I want you to try to bump up that band tension so that we can end with the heaviest set and the lowest number of reps. So to get into this, it's really easy. We just squat down, roll this band up onto our front delts, get a nice shoulder width stance here, and then we're dropping down. We want to get our butt so that our butt is low enough and our legs are parallel to the floor, and then squeezing back up, keeping that core pulled in tight, and then control it on the way down. Big squeeze at the top. And that is how we do the front squats. All right, so next exercise, we're gonna be doing a superset. So we're technically gonna be doing 2 exercises. We're gonna do hack squats and donkey calf raises. So the first exercise is hack squats. So to set that up, what you're gonna need is a pair of 41-inch bands. Drape them over your shoulders in an X like this, and then you're gonna step into each band one at a time. Get it around that center area of your foot, get it comfortable. Same thing here, step down, adjust everything to get it right. And then we're gonna use a foam roller to simulate the hack squat. So we get our feet a decent amount away from the wall here, put that foam roller right on our low back, and then we're just gonna squat down. And then squat back up. And you can kind of adjust your foot position to make it more comfortable. I kind of like to have my feet a decent amount away from the wall so that we still get good knee flexion. And you can get nice and deep on these. Ooh, and then squeeze it back up. Big squeeze on those quads at the top. And then let it down nice and slow. Pause at the bottom. Then explode back up. This is one of my favorite leg exercises. So we're gonna be doing 4 sets here of basically 10 to 12 reps. And then after you finish your first set of hack squats, we're gonna unload and immediately jump into a set of the donkey calf raises. So what I have, I got my clenched foot plate here. I got a little ballast on the one end to kind of hold that end down, and then I'm using a heavy band here to hook it up. It's very easy. You just step on one side of the foot plate, hook it right around your low back, stand up, and then we're gonna bend right over at about a 90 and hang our heels off the foot plate so that we can drop them down. And then we're doing calf presses here. Now we're gonna shoot for about 15 to 20 reps on the calf press immediately after our set of hack squats. Focusing on a big squeeze and then controlling it all the way down, and try to just tap your heels to the floor. I don't want you sitting all the way down and taking the load off. We want to keep tension on those calves. And then once you finish, just unload. And that's one superset. So we're going to be doing 4 sets of that. So you do hack squats and then jump right into donkey calf raises. And that's 1 set, and then you do that 4 times. Next exercise, we're gonna do some Bulgarian split squats. So what you're going to need is a box or a bench, something that you can rest your off leg up on, because this is a single leg squat with your back foot supported. And then I'm using the clinch foot plate because it makes it easier to change feet with the band. And then we also need, obviously, a 41-inch band to create resistance. I like to put the foot plate kind of long ways here, along the length of my foot for more stability. And we'll start out, basically get your off leg up and comfortable, drop down, load it up just like the front squat. And then we're gonna be doing 8 to 10 reps, 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps per leg. And it might take a little bit of adjustment to get comfortable. Getting nice and deep. You should feel a decent stretch in the quad on your off leg. And then you just switch sides after you get 8 to 10 reps. And that's how we do Bulgarian split squats. All right, next up, we got a little bit of a challenge. We're going to be doing what's called Copenhagen Adduction. So we're going to be working on those adductor muscles. So we're going to need a bench and a pad for your floor. And then all you're going to do is lay down, and it's kind of like a side plank where you're going to be raising your hips up, but we're going to put one leg up on the bench here, support yourself with your elbow on the other side, and now we're going to just drive our hips up to the ceiling and squeeze on this adductor muscle here on our up leg. So to do that, it's pretty straightforward. Power yourself up and drive those hips up so that you can feel that squeeze in that adductor, and then drop yourself down. The big thing to avoid here is you can get to some sag in your hips and in your low back. That's from having a weak core. So we want to be like a plank here. Think of a plank, and we're lifting ourselves up, straight plank, squeezing that adductor and letting ourselves back down. And if that's too challenging, what you can do is scoot your bench a little bit closer, and then you can put just your knee up on the bench. So there's less of a lever arm here, so it'll be a little bit more forgiving, a little bit easier for you. Same premise though. We're squeezing our hips up, letting them back down, squeezing those legs together and focusing on squeezing that adductor. You're gonna feel a lot of core engagement here too, but that's a good exercise for core and adductors. For this, we're gonna be doing 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps. So you basically do 10 to 12 reps per side for 4 sets. All right, last exercise, we're really gonna burn them out here. We're gonna be doing wall sits, and then we're going to add in a little twist to fire up those adductor muscles even more. So we just got done doing those Copenhagen adductions. Now we're gonna do some more adductors with our wall sits, and we're just gonna be burning out those quads. So the wall sit, pretty standard. You get your legs away from the wall, lean up against the wall, and then we're gonna squat down, getting our legs at about a 90 degree here, and then we're gonna hold it. And then we're going to we're gonna pinch a ball or something between our legs. So I'm using like a squishy medicine ball. This thing's 15 pounds. And the goal here is to fire up those adduction muscles. So if you can use this, you can use a basketball, you can use a tennis ball, you can use a foam roller, just something that you can pinch between your legs. And then when we're down in this position, we're gonna pinch it between our legs. Use a watermelon if you want. Sitting down, and now we're gonna pinch that thing between our legs, and the whole time we're forcing our knees together, and we're holding in this stationary position. And we're gonna do 3 sets of 1 minute holds. So your legs are just gonna be shaking by the time you're done with this, and this is just gonna burn them out. And then when you're done, obviously you just drop it. All right, so there was our entire leg workout. I hope you made it all the way to the end with me. If you enjoyed this, give me a high five in the comments below. Also, if you want to see more workouts like this, be sure to check out these on-screen links for more workouts, more videos. We got tons of stuff on our channel. And if you need any of the equipment shown in the video today, please head over to clenchfitness.com. We will hook you up, and thank you for watching.